Okay, dear students, to discuss the important question. If n is a positive integer and x is any non-zero real number, then prove that C0 plus C1 into x by 2 plus C2 into x square by 3 plus C3 into x cube by 4 plus and so on Cn into x power n by n plus 1 is equal to 1 plus x whole power n plus 1 minus 1 whole by n plus 1 into x. For proving this one, take LHS. LHS is equal to LHS is equal to NC0 plus 1 by 2 into NC1 into x plus 1 by 3 into NC3 into x square plus and so on 1 by n plus 1 into NCn into x power n. Now that is equal to multiply and divide with multiply and divide with n plus 1 into x. That is equal to 1 by n plus 1 into x into n plus 1 by 1 plus 0 into NC0 into x. n plus 1 by 1 plus 0 into x plus n plus 1 by 1 plus 2. 2 can be written as 1 plus 1 into NC1 into x square plus n plus 1 by 1 plus 2 into NC2 into x cube plus and so on n plus 1 by 1 plus n into NCn into x power n plus 1. Okay, we are close. Now we can use the formula n plus 1 by 1 plus r into NCr is equal to n plus 1 c r plus 1. NCr n plus 1 by 1 plus r into NCr is equal to n plus 1 c r plus 1. Now applying the formula, we get 1 by n plus 1 into x into n plus 1 by 1 plus 0 into nc0 into x. That is, by using the formula n plus 1 c1 into x plus n plus 1 c2 into x square plus n plus 1 c3 into x cube plus and so on plus n plus 1 c n plus 1 into x power n plus 1. Okay. For the expansion, n plus 1 c1x, n plus 1 c2 x square, n plus 1 c3 x cube and so on, n plus 1 c n plus 1 x power n plus 1. But there is a missing one term, that is the first term, n plus 1 c0. Then adding and subtracting n plus 1 c0 in our expansion, that is 1 by n plus 1 into x of n plus 1 c0 plus n plus 1 c1 into x plus n plus 1 c2 x square plus and so on n plus 1 c n plus 1 into x power n plus 1 minus of n plus 1 c0 bracket closed. That is, we know that c0 plus c1x, that is nc0 plus nc1 into x plus nc2 x square plus and so on ncn x power n is equal to 1 plus x whole power n. By using the formula n plus 1 c0 plus n plus 1 c1x plus n plus 2 c2 x square plus and so on n plus 1 c n plus 1 x power n plus 1 is equal to 1 by n plus 1 into x of 1 plus x whole power n, that is n plus 1 minus n plus 1 c0. So n plus 1, the value of n plus 1 c0 is 1, that is 1 plus x whole power n plus 1 minus 1 whole by n plus 1 into x is RHS. Therefore, c0 plus c1 into x by 2 plus c2 into x square by 3 plus c3 into x cube by 4 plus and so on cn into x power n by n plus 1 is equal to 1 plus x whole power n plus 1 minus 1 whole by n plus 1 into x. That's all. So now n is a positive integer and x is any non-zero real number, then prove that c0 plus c1x by 2 plus c2x square by 3 plus c3x cube by 4 plus and so on cn x power n by n plus 1 equal to 1 plus x whole power n plus 1 minus 1 by n plus 1 into x. Now take LHS. LHS equal to, can write c1 as nc1, c2 as nc2 and so on. That is nc0 plus 1 by 2 into nc1 into x plus 1 by 3 into nc3 into x square plus and so on. 1 by n plus 1 into n plus n into Cn into x power n. Multiply and divide with n plus 1x. 1 by n plus 1 into x of n plus 1 by 1 plus 0 nc0x plus n plus 1 by 1 plus 1 into nc1x square plus n plus 1 by 1 plus 2 nc2x cube plus and so on. N plus 1 by 1 plus n ncn into x power n plus 1. N plus 1 by 1 plus r into ncr equal to n plus 1 c r plus 1. By using this formula, we get 1 by n plus 1 into x of n plus 1 c1x plus n plus 1 c2x square, n plus 1 c3x cube and so on, n plus 1 c, n plus 1 x power n plus 1. So for missing the term in the series, n plus 1 c0 adding and subtracting. That is 1 by n plus 1 into x of n plus 1 c0 plus n plus 1 c1x plus n plus 2 c2x square and so on, n plus 1 c, n plus 1 x power n plus 1 of minus n plus 1 c naught. So first series is 1 plus x whole power n plus 1 minus n plus 1 c naught. N plus 1 c naught value is 1. That is 1 plus x whole power n plus 1 minus 1 by n plus 1 into x. Therefore, LHS equal to RHS. C0 plus C1 into x by 2 plus C2 x square by 3 and so on, Cn into x power n by n plus 1 equal to 1 plus x whole power n plus 1 minus 1 by n plus 1 into mod into x. That's all.